This block is called Ribbon Star, and you can see that there's a square in the square block at the centre. That's what the one I've just made is going to be, with a different colour scheme. And this one has all 4 corners with the same colour. This block, which is called Mrs. Brown's Choice, is actually easier because you don't have to carefully line up the square in the square blocks with anything else. Can you identify where they are? There are 4 of them. Look, one here, and here, and here, and here. The difference is that each of these has 2 corners of one colour and 2 corners of another colour. Here's the one I'm making with a different colour scheme here. I'm going to have the star tips of the central star in black this time. And I can make these smaller units in just the same way as I made that larger one, but I have to be careful to make sure that I put 2 of the dark corners on and 2 of the other corners on. So there's my centre. I'm going to do them like that. So I need to stitch a black one on that side and a jade green one on this side first, and then I need to attach those on afterwards. Then the square in the square block will be ready and complete to put into the larger block. Patterns for both these blocks can be found on my website. You can download them for free, and they include all the sizes that you need and full instructions to make them. This Mrs. Brown's Choice, even though it's got 4 square in the square blocks, is easier because the square in the squares join onto a square here, which is an unpieced unit. The ribbon star may look simple, but because you've got the square in a square, the point of that needing to join to the point of the flying geese units on these outside units, it just needs to be a bit more careful about the way you press the seams on the back. I've designed the pressing of all the square in a square units and the flying geese units so that when you join them together, where there's a place where all the points meet on the final block, the seam allowances on the diagonal seams spiral around. That means that when I stitch these together, I was able to shuffle that one opposite that one and that one opposite that one. This reduced the bulk at the join and enabled a really good line-up, and that's what gave the perfect point on the other side. There's lots more details about how to plan the pressing on any block on my website, Carolyn Gibbs Quilts.